You know how sometimes you fall down a rabbit hole online? You find one weird thing and it leads to another and then another. Well, today we're diving headfirst into one of the internet's deepest and weirdest rabbit holes. We're going to try and piece together this massive, strange puzzle known as Cdogstar.
So, this is what you see when you first step into the world of Cdogstar. I mean, look at this. It's a lot. You've got this wild mix of steampunk machines, skeletons, animals. It's described as an abstract look into the mind of madness. And yeah, I can see that. It's chaotic, it's intense, and honestly, the first thing you think is, what in the world am I even looking at?
Okay, but just when you're thinking, all right, this is some deep, high-concept art, you get hit with this, a rusty can of Spam. And it's not just some random picture. No, there's a message attached, a direct challenge from the artist. If you don't think I'm an artist, you can take a hike with a can of Spam. It's this exact whiplash between the super profound and the hilariously absurd that makes Cdogstar so captivating.
And then you stumble across something like this. A skull that looks like it's made out of old circuit boards, but it's being reclaimed by nature with moss and plants growing all over it. And it comes with one of Cdogstar's own slogans, creator of chaotic systems of courage, right? It's this perfect, weird blend of nature, technology, and just pure mystery.
Which, of course, brings us to the big question, the one that's been bugging people online for years. Who, or maybe what, is Cdogstar? All right, to even begin to answer that, we've got to start with the main identity Cdogstar puts out there, the artist. A self-proclaimed, apparently sought-after artist with, let's just say, a very unique work ethic. I mean, the range of things Cdogstar claims to work in is just wild. They talk about using endless mediums. You've got the really conceptual stuff like visual art, art that you look at. Okay, got it. And sense art that uses all 5 senses. But then, right next to all that high-minded stuff, they also list social media art and, my personal favorite, pretty good at using a glue gun. A glue gun. And this quote right here just perfectly captures that sly, self-aware sense of humor. They claim their art is in high demand by collectors, galleries, institutions, and mental institutions. You see, it's part brag, part joke, and it just leaves you completely unsure of how seriously you're supposed to take any of this. And that leads us to this huge contradiction that's right at the heart of the Cdogstar persona. On one hand, you have this artist who works in countless themes and endless mediums. But on the other hand, they say they work at least 10 hours every single month. So how does that work? It doesn't feel like just a joke anymore. It feels like they're actively poking fun at our whole idea of what it means to be a serious artist. So that's the artist, but that's just one layer of this whole thing. The next piece of the puzzle is a concept you see popping up everywhere in Cdogstar's world. It's called the no-hole, and its whole philosophy seems to be boiled down into one single powerful sentence. So the first place you really see the no-hole is on their YouTube channel, which has been around forever. And here it's presented as this core philosophy. It's all about embracing the unknown, challenging what's real and just creating stuff without any limits. But then you hop over to LinkedIn, of all places, and the no-hole is something completely different. All of a sudden, it's this super practical, almost corporate-sounding mission, a platform to unlock community knowledge assisted by AI. It's such a whiplash going from this philosophical artist to what sounds like a tech startup CEO. So which is it? Maybe the answer is right there in their own tagline. I put it out there even if it does not exist. What if the LinkedIn profile, the tech platform, what if that's just another piece of the art? Another thing that Cdogstar just willed into being, totally blurring that line between what's real and what's just part of the project. And from here, believe it or not, the puzzle just gets deeper. Now we have to look at how technology, and I'm talking specifically about AI and a really strange approach to time, makes the Cdogstar identity even more complicated. You can really see the evolution of the whole project just by looking at these 2 images side by side. On the left, you have this older, kind of folksy, hand-drawn logo. It's charming. And on the right, you have this incredibly complex, surreal image that is clearly made with AI. See? Cdogstar isn't just switching tools, they're literally blending different artistic eras into one single ongoing identity. And the thing is, Cdogstar is totally upfront about using AI. They don't see it as a crutch or some kind of shortcut. To them, AI is a creative partner. It's a collaborator that helps them express their ideas and lyrics more fully, more authentically than they could before. Okay, now this is where things get really weird. The timeline. So the Cdogstar project has been around a long, long time. The YouTube channel was created way back in 2006. But they also seem to be playing with time itself. We found blog posts from 2024 that are titled with the year 2025. And there are even hints scattered around that Cdogstar has created things in the year 2031. It's like they're sending art back to us from the future or something. And with this whole future-looking persona comes some pretty epic claims. This quote, which is apparently from a future-dated TikTok bio, is pure myth-making. I am the son of the sun, the dog star of sea. I am the first cause. I am nothing with no end. I mean, at this point, they're not just an artist anymore. They're a cosmic force. So after going this deep down the rabbit hole, where does that actually leave us? What's the takeaway from this huge, confusing, contradictory project? Well, maybe the point isn't to find one simple answer. Really, the only way to get your head around it is to just accept that Cdogstar is somehow all of these things at the same time. A multidisciplinary artist who's also really good with a glue gun, a technologist building an AI platform, a cryptic messenger, a community builder, an internet mystery that's been running since 2006, possibly all coming from a small town in Florence, Oregon. And maybe trying to solve Cdogstar is just missing the point entirely. The project isn't some riddle that has a neat little answer at the end. It's an experience. It's an invitation for you to jump in, to engage with the chaos, and to just experience this digital fever dream that they've built for us. Which brings us to one last question. We've looked at the art, the tech, the weird philosophy, but what does the C in Cdogstar actually stand for? Chaos? Creative? Could it be community? Or consciousness? Or, and this comes from one tiny clue buried deep in the documents, could it just be a name? Like Clayton? The beautiful thing is we just don't know. The mystery continues, and Cdogstar kind of leaves it up to you to figure out what you think it is.